Hi everyone, so I'm here in Tokyo outside the world famous Onitsuka Tiger original store in Ginza. For those of you who don't know the significance of this location, Nike, founded by Phil Knight, started with a side hustle for a young American kid who was an accountant after he finished his MBA at Stanford to distribute Japanese running shoes, which at the time were the best in the world, and they were called Onitsuka Tigers. And then he started Blue Ribbon Sports to distribute Onitsuka Tigers in the US. And after convincing the Japanese to let him have the rights, the business took off. And then to hedge his bets against the Japanese coming to compete with him in the US, he founded Nike in 1971. And the rest, as they say, is history. So this is a really significant location for the history of innovation. If you read Phil Knight's book, Shoe Dog, it's all about innovation and growing and out of your comfort zone. There's a famous quote that says, you grow or die. In life, you grow or die, you have to be innovating. I highly recommend the book to all of you. So that's another episode of Be the Change in 60 Seconds. Where will I see you next week?
Came back and they started shipping you shoes to a company that you had named Blue Ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the name Blue Ribbon come from?
First place. But
Okay.
they asked me what's the name of your company. I had to come up with something.
So you called it Blue Ribbon. All right, so they started shipping you shoes, and so your job was to then sell these shoes. So as I understand, you had a green Valiant, and you would put them in the trunk, and you would go around to track meets and sell the shoes. Is that what you did?
That's what I did.
And at that time, you had no vision of building a great global company. You were just trying to...
Well, I thought it was the start and we could be bigger.
Okay.
I didn't, yeah, obviously, as I said earlier, nobody expected to be as big as it is.
But at some point, they began to be competitive with you. So you began to build your own company called Nike. And you needed a symbol of the company, and I guess somebody came up with this whoosh.
That's
so,
right.
You paid $35 for that?
Yeah, it was a graphic arts student at Portland State who needed money.
Okay.
And we said, we'll pay you $2 an hour to practice, to get some designs, and she spent 17 and a half hours on that.
Wow, okay, well, so $35, that's pretty good, okay. So...
It did have a happy ending. I hope you had that.
You gave her some stock.
When we went public, we gave her 500 shares of stock, and she has not sold a single share, and it's over $1 million now.
Wow, that's pretty good. So you began your own company eventually after you parted ways with the Japanese company. Did you actually design the shoes yourself, or were you the person who figured out what the shoes were going to look like?
Well, we were in a hurry. We had, it reminds me of, they asked John Kennedy how he became a hero, and he says, it's easy, they sank my boat.
Right.
That, when Tiger just basically gave us an ultimatum that said, either sell us 51% of your company at book value, or we're going to set up other distributors no matter what this piece of paper says. So that kind of gave us an idea that we maybe better change manufacturers.
Okay.
So we were in a hurry, and the first shoes, yes, that I did in an office in Tokyo, Japan over the course of a weekend.